Hey everyone, it's Carissa at Sprinkled with Glitter. Thanks for stopping by today. Today we're going to make some quick and easy, and I mean quick and easy, Christmas tags. This is a part of the 25 Tags of Christmas event going on. I'm going to be using some products from the Essentials by Ellen line. I'm using that Santa's Flight stamp set as well as this poinsettia and pine die set. Be sure you check on over at my blog because I will have a giveaway for both of these. One lucky winner will receive both the stamp set and the die set, so you can make your own quick and easy holiday tags. So I'm starting out with that large stamp from the Santa's Flight stamp set, as well as the little elf seal of approval is what I call it. I'm going to be embossing these on a pre-made tag as well as some peppermint cardstock. You'll see me kind of prep both of the surfaces with my EK Success powder tool so that I don't get any extra stray embossing powder on anything. And I went ahead because I'm lazy and inked both of those stamps up at the same time. I'm using Versamark ink. And the Versamark ink stays wet for quite a while, so it's okay for me to go ahead and ink up both of those at once, put it away, and then I can stamp both of my images quickly on those. And then I'll add my ultrafine, superfine, detail, white embossing powder. I don't know. You know all those words, they get me all messed up. So I'm adding it to both, tapping off the excess, and then of course using my heat tool to heat set both of those. And you know, to me, there's just nothing like embossing and stamping. It is so much fun. Now to remove the residual powder from my powder tool, I have these Swiffer dusters. They're not actually Swiffer dusters. They go for the dry mop, the Swiffer, whatever it's called, sweeper? Is that what it's called? I don't use one, so I don't know. Anyway, I rubbed that over the surface to remove the extra powder on my project, and then I punched out that little seal with a 1-inch circle punch, and I'm going to add one of these 1-inch epoxy dots right over the top. So the 1-inch circle punch, the 1-inch epoxy dots, they fit perfectly, and it helps to make that little seal more of an embellishment instead of just a stamped piece. So I've grabbed my Sizzix Big Shot here, and I've added my precision base plate on the bottom because I'm going to be cutting some of this striped acetate from We Are Memory Keepers. Now the acetate doesn't cut real well on its own, but when you use this precision base plate, it cuts very nicely, and you're just going to have to use your little pokey tool to remove it from the die. And then I cut that twice, and now I'm cutting 2 different colors of green cardstock using that same holly leaf die. And what I'm going to do is kind of layer these up. And so I'm just making sure that they match up because sometimes I have trouble putting those puzzles together. So I match them up beforehand. And I've added a little multimedia mat to the bottom of these. Now you'll see in a little bit that that was not the best choice of adhesives, but it was out and I was being lazy. And so I paid for it in the end. But while those set up under a clear block, I'm going to add this piece of pattern paper to the bottom of my tag. This is from a My Mind's Eye pattern paper pad. It is not a Christmas pad at all. You can see the back side of it's floral, but I think it really works well with that bright green and the stripe that's on the holly leaves. And then of course for a little sparkle, I am going to add just a 1/8 inch strip of this gold glitter cardstock, and I'm adding that on with my 2-way glue pen there. So you see here, I had let them set up, but it was just too slick. It wasn't enough time. It's a non-porous surface. That multi-medium just was not working for me. And since the bottoms are going to be covered anyway, this is where I got smart and just added a little tape runner adhesive to the bottom of those, which I should have done in the first place. And now I'm going to add some foam adhesive to the back. And I've just cut it down into some little strips, and I guess that block was bothering me because I had to move it right in the middle of taking off the backer to the foam adhesive. And then I'm going to position that right onto my tag. And then I'll add a little piece of foam adhesive to the edge of this little medallion that I've created as well. I'll remove the backer from that, add a little multi-medium in the matte finish to the back of that, and then add it to my project. Now I wanted to say, this tag is a pre-made tag. I've linked something similar, but it is a little bit different in the proportions, the one that I linked. This is just what I happen to have on hand. So I found the closest thing. It's about 1/4 of an inch off in size, the one that I've linked in the description below. So now, as an afterthought, I decided I wanted to bring a little bit of that gold up into the top of the tag to repeat it where it is on the bottom of the tag. So I decided a little messiness of gold thread would be perfect. And so I pulled up my little holly leaf embellishment grouping there, And I've grabbed some of this gold thread. I've just wrapped it around my fingers several times. And when I have it perfectly messy, I'm going to go ahead and push it on to the glue dot. And I'm going to fuss with it just a little bit because it has to be, just the perfect amount of messed up. And once I get it to that point, I'll go ahead and add my grouping back on. Now you see here, I have a couple of colors of twine strung through the top. And I thought I wanted the mix of colors, but I decided not. So I held them both up and I decided I really liked repeating that black and white that I have on the bottom of the tag. So I went ahead and just doubled it over, pushed it through from the back, and then grabbed the ends through that loop and pulled them through. Now, no project of mine would be complete without a little bit of sparkle and shine. And so I'm just adding some pretty pink posh sparkling clear sequins to my tag, kind of sprinkled here and there. This is a totally optional step, but I love the sparkle that it adds, and it doesn't detract from the main focal points too much. So here's a look at my completed tag. As always, I will have links to all the products used in this project in the description at YouTube, as well as over at my blog at sprinkledwithglitter.com. And don't forget to head on over there for a giveaway of this poinsettia and pine die set, as well as the Santa's Flight stamp set. Thank you so much to Ellen Hutson for providing me with that giveaway. And don't forget to check out some more details of the 25 tags of Christmas over there as well. Thanks for stopping by today. I hope you enjoyed this tag, and until next time, I hope you have a fabulous day.